What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you an NBA prediction video on DeMarcus Cousins. I believe the free agent big man will sign with the Philadelphia 76ers in this year's NBA offseason. Now, let's talk about why. DeMarcus Cousins, man, one of the few guys I want to see do good. I want to see, play a few more years. I want to see get a ring. Was with the Kings for all those years. Never really got the super big contract that he should have got. The injuries came and stuff. And I really believe, without looking it up, this is like the fourth or fifth straight year of him being a free agent. I don't think he's been on the same team back-to-back years since the Pelicans, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the Pelicans. I'm thinking, I know he went to the Rockets, Warriors, Nuggets, and Bucks, I want to say. So, and some of those are in the same year. So, but yeah, man, well-traveled big man, but he's still talented, still good. I believe the Sixers need him. He could be the missing piece behind Joel Embiid to really help this team go over that last hump. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that gives me cause to pause, to be honest, is Paul Reed. Paul Reed going to his third year, needs more playing time. He's loved by Philly, and Philly fans want him to see. Philly fans want him to get more playing time. I saw on social media last year they were begging Doc Rivers, get him more playing time and stuff like that. So I think this year would be a good year for Paul Reed. Paul Reed also one of the guys who I was saying this year's NBA Summer League, he shouldn't be here. He's too good. Him and Josh Giddey, one of the two guys. Two of the guys I was saying that shouldn't be in summer league. They're too good. Paul Reed is nice, man. So he could delay or kind of block the Cousins from coming. To be honest, but I think Embiid needs a solid depth rotation behind him. And I think a rotation of Paul Reed and Cousins, not depending on just one guy, should do the trick. You do have Charles Bassey, rebounding machine from a couple years ago in the draft. He's also there as a third string center. He can stay on the roster. There's no problem. You can keep him around as well because Embiid and Cousins do have injury history, so you need to keep Bassey. But Paul Reed can play the 4 and 5. So he can shoot the 3, has a good mid range and things like that. So he is versatile. But that the front court for the Sixers is backed up, though. I'm not gonna lie. They do have a solid rotation already there. Tobias Harris, they just signed P.J. Tucker, George Niang, Daniel House Jr. could play the 4, Tybalt could play the 4, Michael Foster, Paul Millsap. So they have a squad. They're definitely deep in that front court. But the rumor is Harris or Tybalt could be on the move sometime this offseason, maybe by the trade deadline. We'll see. But that will alleviate some space as well if you do sign Cousins. So right now, looking kind of tough, to see a real Cousins fit because it's so deep in that front court. But you never know, And also, you can play around with the lineups. Harris could play the 2 if you want him to, or the 3, So on a big, super big lineup, so it can definitely work. But I think the Sixers have been missing a few things the last couple years, and one of the main things is a good big man. Or like I said, a good big man rotation behind Joel Embiid. Even if he's fully healthy, you need a good backup. Andre Drummond was good the last couple years or last year. Howard was decent, but I think having a guy like DeMarcus Cousins who can score, Drummond couldn't really score. He had a couple good games, but no, he can't shoot, no midi. He's a better defensive player, better rebounder than Cousins is, but Cousins as an offensive threat and on a limited time period, a few spurts here and there, and you can run your offense through Cousins. Good playmaking big man. He never was really mobile, but he gets to his spots with no problem. He can bully ball you. He's deceptively quick and fast. So I like the fit a lot, man. But this offseason has been really tough trying to nail where these big men are going to go. It's really tough. I did a prediction video on Thomas Bryant going to the Lakers. I got that right, but it's a lot of free agent big men who are worthy of having rotational spots, but not a lot of spots left. These young guys, and we all know the draft comes every year. these young guys hold these spots, second and third string spots up. So these vets like a Aldridge, like a Howard, Blake Griffin, Hassan Whiteside, Moses Brown, who's not even a vet. He's young as well. A lot of big men out here, for a limited amount of spots. So it's getting slim pickings. I'm not gonna lie. A few teams I believe need a big man. That's the Celtics, Clippers, Warriors, and the Sixers, and the Jazz as well. They might need one more as well. So far from my prediction videos, I have Howard going to the Celtics. That's still not to be sorted out yet. I have Hassan Whiteside going to the Clippers, and I have the Warriors potentially getting Moses Brown. Cousins is a fit for all those. Well, for me personally, for how I view things, I think Cousins is a fit for the Clippers and for the Warriors. I wouldn't really necessarily have him go to the Celtics. I think the Celtics need a shot blocking big, a rebounding big. He's not. He don't fit that type of player, in my personal opinion. So I think, and before I get there, it's kind of weird to me how Cousins, who was a perfect fit to me personally in Denver, didn't get signed back. It's just strange how I see how Cousins' career has went. So I'm pulling everything up now. So Cousins was with the Kings for 6 years, Pelicans for 2 years, and then the Warriors got hurt. I remember that. Only played 30 games with the Rockets. And then, I don't know if he got cut or traded, then went to the Clippers. He went to the Clippers? Cousins was on the Clippers in 2020. Wow. So I guess take the Clippers off my list. I don't have him going to the same team twice. I really don't. So, and you see him working out with Draymond. I'm sure, if a guy like Draymond and Steph Curry pitched to Mitch Kupchak and those guys in the front office about keeping Gary Payton past that 10-day contract this past season, I'm sure Draymond is vouching for Cousins. And I don't believe hearing any nonsense coming out when he was with the Warriors back then. I don't think so. I think he was a team player. Once he got hurt, I believe he rehabbed with squad the rest of the year. So it's just tough to see how Cousins' career has went. He never really got that big mega super contract. The year he was going to, he got hurt during the offseason. His last year with the Pelicans. So it's just tough, man. It really is to see where his career went. That big contract is definitely sailed now. He's 31 years old. But like I said, he's one of the players I want to see do well because he, his play deserves. I don't know him as a person, nothing like that, but his play deserves it. He was a fantastic player with the Kings, with the Pelicans that first year, well, both years, but got hurt the second year. But a guy like him, man, he deserves. The basketball gods should shine some light on him and give him, a multi-year deal with one good team, get good playing time, stay healthy for the full year, something like that, man. Because he really is a good player. He was a great player, but he still can do some work with the Sixers or any team now that signs him. But I have the Sixers as my pick for DeMarcus Cousins in this year's NBA free agency. So that's it for video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.